Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Excuse the flowy hair, but I got me a table fan. It's just too hot without any air conditioning, but it's okay. We're almost out of summer, so it'll change here really quick. Alright, so we're gonna start right off here. Wow. This is a general collective reading, so please remember to take what resonates and don't manifest the rest, because if it don't fit, don't force it. Alright? So we're starting right off with the Ten of Wands, the Empress, and Temperance. So immediately what I'm getting from that is you tempered yourself. You took it. Okay, so you took it. It's like, how do I want to say this? Like bullies were coming at you left and right. And instead of fighting them and making a fool of yourself, whoever these bullies were from the past, could be a Sagittarius, could be a Libra. Oh gosh, look what's underneath that. A Libra Taurus. But look. So this is how they came at you. It's pretty brutal. Five of Pentacles, Ten of Swords, Five of Swords to the Empress. Checkmate. You stood there and you took it. Ace of Cups, Eight of Swords, Six of Cups. Somebody from the past. Bullies never win. Just ask Darth Vader. Yeah. The challenge here was the Five of Swords, or is still the Five of Swords. Maybe you don't see what they're doing in the background. Maybe you don't care. I mean, I had a knock on my door at 12:30 at night, and then nobody was there. But these people play reindeer games. Very immature, very ninny boo boo, whatever. What are you, 12? Like I said, the way you handled this stalking and was priceless. Now they look dumb. Yep. Nine of Wands. That's how you handled it. We have the Hanged Man and the Six of Swords here. So it's like you saw their 5 and you raised them 6. And you just kind of hung there and went, huh? Okay. Bye. Like I said, what are you, 12? I think we've outgrown this. So now they're feeling some kind of impending doom because of the way that you handled this. Not your problem. I have a song on my other channel called Your Problem. You gotta go listen to it. Especially the bully. In the immediate future, we have Strength, we have Justice, and the Six of Wands. Woohoo! Yeah. You gonna beat this bully at their own game, because they ain't got nothing on you. They you know, I mean, they might have tried. They might have tried to make you worry, stress, and you looked at them and you said, huh? That was the right thing to do. The sun. The sun will come out tomorrow. Yep. your bottom dollar. And all your dollars. The Empress, the Page of Cups, and the Sun. Something was always meant for you, no matter what anybody else tried to do about it. And like I said, the immaturity here was real. Yeah, I'm guessing these are young people. Definitely younger than you. Five of Wands is the outside influence. Five of Swords is the challenge. They wanted to make you fight. Now they're all fighting each other. Because Nine of Wands, you just stood in your integrity and you looked at them like, you know, they were really immature and you're not going to put up with it. I mean, that's the mother energy. That's the, you know, and I say this in the nicest way, but, you know, like when we were growing up, Gen X, it was an abusive generation. I'm not gonna lie, because if you cried, we were told we're gonna give you something to cry about by our parents. Not, aw, poor thing. So that's where, you know, a lot of the people who watch my channel, that's where their integrity comes from. It's because we've had to deal with this Five of Swords, Five of Energy almost our whole life. So dealing with it again is nothing new. And like I said, you held up your sword. This is my truth. And I'm looking at you from a different perspective. Five of Wands. Arguing, fussing, like a bunch of children, fighting over some kind of prize. But is it really? Is this really a prize? Is the Five of Wands a prize? No. The Five of Swords, Five of Wands, no. This is nasty words, jealousy, slander, rumors, literal fighting. So you might feel like you're on some kind of playground with a bunch of bullies, but you're looking at it from the mature perspective of like a mom. I'm cutting out the nonsense. With the Queen of Swords, she don't play. She ain't gonna play with you. She gonna cut you off. And possibly go into hermit mode and threaten her with a good time. I'm just saying, you know, I mean, ain't nobody got time for this nonsense. It's really, really nonsense. Whoever this past person was, they were expecting you to fold. Six of Cups, Eight of Swords. That was their hope, was that you would fold under pressure. And you showed them the Ace of Cups. Basically mirrored your love and your unconditional love, your pie in the sky back to them. Like I said, it was the right thing to do. And because of that, they were exposed for everything that they're doing. Now they feel stupid. Their problem, not yours. It was all out of greed. You know, I feel like they saw what was coming towards you and they wanted to take it. In the meantime, they were hoping that these illusions that they painted about you, basically you would make come true by falling into whatever trap they were setting here. Because that's a trap. Five of Swords, Five of Wands, Eight of Swords, and the Six of Cups. Seven of Cups. They were trying to trap you. And this person could be in love with you. I mean, we got Leo energy here twice. This person could be in love with you. They didn't expect you to stand in your integrity. They expected you to Five of Swords, to fight back. I don't feel like you did. I feel like you like I said, you mirrored back to them what you are, not what they are. And now they feel really dumb. Now they're the ones in the Eight of Swords. Five of Swords. Because the Five of Swords, the Five of Wands isn't working. They've got no choice but to face what they've done. Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords, Four of Swords. They're going to have to put the swords down. So you took that one Ace of Swords with the Queen of Swords away from them, like a child, like taking the baseball bat that they were trying to use to beat you with away from them, with the facts, with the cold hard facts. And I feel like now you want to just take a break. It's like I just want to break now. You know, all this drama, all this nonsense. I just want to break, you little dark things. I'm tired. You 10 Wands, yeah. You're definitely tired. Went from the 9 to the 10 of Wands in one fell swoop. It's like, I'm over it. Over it. What is the 10 of Wands about? It's not working. What are we gonna do? The truth is about to come out about all these illusions we painted. They're scared now. Possibly losing some sleep. Oh. 10 of Swords. They know this is about. They know that this betrayal is over. 9, 10 of Swords to the 7 of Cups. Because King of Swords stepped in. Archangel Michael. You are highly protected by nothing but the truth and the facts. I mean, it doesn't have to be a big drama for you. It's about to be a big drama for these children or whoever's involved in this. It's about to be a big drama for them. Because you didn't falter. You weren't swayed by stupidity. By illusions that were painted. Oh. Yeah. Like I said, just by you doing that, it's mirroring back to them what they did to you. So now they're experiencing the responsibility of taking on this 10 of Swords. 9, 10 of Swords. Because whatever they tried to do to you didn't work. You stood there and defended it. You're like, yeah, okay, well, like I said, you got 5 swords, I raised you 6. It's almost like a chess game to you at this point, because, or a card game, because you're not falling for the dumb shit. 8 of Wands, 10 of Swords. Maybe you sent them a really good message by your reaction. But I do feel like they're gonna try to contact you some way, somehow to get. They still want you to get in this 5 of Swords. They still want you stressed, depressed, worrying about everything. There's 3 of them. Could be 3 masculines. I'm feeling very masculine energy here. Like a group of men trying to go after a woman I don't know why I'm getting that. Or vice versa. It's a group of women going after one guy. So, what I've been watching on, I watch those little toxic TikToks, is what I call them, where, you got women attacking men for not wanting to date. Well, the same goes for women who have had enough of the nonsense and they don't want to date either. So these smart people, these two smart people who are not falling for the dumb shit, will eventually pair up. So y'all's only hurting yourself out there when you're putting everybody down about not dating and not falling for this immature dumb shit. Because eventually the people with smarts that ain't gonna fall for this competition, which is what it is, are the ones that will win. If in nothing else, they're gonna win their peace, because that's all they're doing. They're not trying to compete with you. Or, like, I saw a show that said, I don't want a millionaire, I want a billionaire. No millionaires, I want a billionaire. What have you done to earn that? Besides look cute. Think about that for a minute. It takes work to get into a space of not worrying. It takes a lot of work. 9 of Swords, 10 of Wands, twice, 5 of Swords. And it's up against a lot of people. And they're like, how did this not work? Because people got your number. That's how. Ain't nobody got time for this. We gotta live. We gotta survive in a treacherous world that's trying to take all of us out. All of us. You, me, everybody. It's all over money. Of course it is. Of course it is. You gotta stop it with the gold digging here, whoever you are. Because no matter where you are, there you are. No matter where you go, there you are. 5 of Swords in reverse. Knight of Cups is sitting there going, I'm meditating because punching people in the face is not allowed. I got that on my Instagram. I just opened up a new Instagram. I'm meditating because I can't punch you in the face because I'll go to jail. Queen of Pentacles is not fighting with anyone. Stands in their power. Yeah. So these demons that are all fighting for attention and money and thinking that they just cute and that's all they gotta do is be cute. The devil's coming for you. Okay? It's as simple as that. This demon's like, yeah, I got you. I'm gonna tempt you with all this money and all this stuff and get you to give it up. I'm gonna prove to everybody that you'll do anything for money. Did you? That's on each and every one. I don't feel like you did. My collective don't fall for this kind of crap. They got pride in themselves. They got self-worth. These people do not. Immediate future, here comes the chariot. Like I said, they're gonna keep trying. They're obsessed with trying to get in your energy. They think they're stronger than you. They think the devil always thinks they're stronger. But either way, he wins. You know, he, she, whoever it is. Either way, the obsession wins, because whether you're right or wrong, it's obsession. And the devil gets paid either way. So we have Cancer, Capricorn, and Leo, Gemini here with the lovers. I want to be your lover. Ta-da! Y'all's gonna get exposed. If you haven't been exposed yet, you're about to be. And I wouldn't want what's coming at you, because, you know, whatever hate that you projected here out of a competitive nature, an obsessive nature, is what's coming back. Because my collective said, oh, hell no. Bye. And that's what brought this out in the open. What was brought out in the open, you say? The Queen of Swords cut off the Eight of Swords. Said, oh, no, you don't. I'll handle my business. And I'll go the other way. Look at that card carefully. The Queen of Swords. I'm telling you, she don't play with you. She just as soon hang you in the backyard with the rest of them. And I don't mean that in a violent way. I just mean that, you know, she would prefer to tend to her garden as to let you stick her in the Eight of Swords. And like I said, whatever this is that these people did for money, competitively, they're going to be fighting amongst each other as you're walking the other direction. This is standing in your truth no matter what anybody's throwing at you. It's not getting upset. It's not feeling burdened by it. It's like you walked away. You know, simply it's okay. So it's like a tug of war. So both sides are pulling, right? And the Queen of Swords just let go, and they fell in the mud. Because you stood in your power. The mother on the playground. It's like, I ain't even playing with you, children. You can go get yourself stuck. Somebody can't stop thinking about you, viewer. I don't know what this is, but they are literally so obsessed with you. And I don't even think you're paying any attention to it. I think you, like I said, I think you went the other way, and you know, it's like, keep it. Look what's attached to it. You know, keep it. You know, I'd rather even not engage. It's all over some kind of competition for a relationship, and ain't nothing worth that. Not in my book. So we have the strength in the immediate future, and we have no strength as the final outcome. So in reverse, I don't feel like you got the strength to deal with any of this anymore. I feel like all this drama has left you depleted. And you're tired. 888. You don't have to do this anymore. If you don't want to. I mean, it's always up to you. But there's the swing with the Ace of Wands, final outcome. And it's all coming back to me now. Oh, it's not. Not if I don't want it to. This is King of Pentacles. Okay, whoever this person is, they know they're going to have to let go of your stuff. And they're gonna be the ones competing for your love. Because you didn't engage in this. They tried to get you stuck, hung up. I think they did a whole bunch of crazy stuff here. Whole bunch. And I think they're going to be afraid to tell you. They're afraid to tell you. But it's almost like they have to do what's fair. 5 of Pentacles in reverse, 6 of Pentacles upright. They have to do what's fair in the world. That goes on a just a grander scale than what we got right here. Like I said, give the devil his due, a bit of fiddle of gold against your soul. Because I think I'm better than you. Are you now? Demons. So over these people. You little demons didn't know who you was messing with, did you? The mama. Judgment. 9 of Wands. You're looking at this from that perspective. With a gold digging ass that came after your work because they thought you were the same as you used to be. No. Wanted to hurt your 9 of Pentacles. 3 of Swords to the 9 of Pentacles. I'm gonna hurt you because I want power over you because I'm stronger. What's sad about this? What's really sad about this? They wanted to end any chance of you having a 2 of Cups. Out of jealousy. They wanted it. So they tried to take it from you. And they didn't care what they had to do for it. Like I said, the devil tricked this person out of their own obsession. It was always a trick. So this person may be like super religious, and I'm not against religion, but I'm more of a spiritual person. They tried to use magic to have dominion over your star energy and your 10 of Pentacles, but it was the 7 of Swords. It was in vain, all of it. 8 of Wands is coming in, the 5 of Cups in reverse, and there is that Ace of Swords. Remember I was telling you. They brought you 5 swords. You raised them 6, which is the Ace. It's 1 sword. Because you knew what they were doing, High Priestess. And your integrity whooped cruelty's bum. Now it's time for hot dogs and beer. For the Emperor who stood in their power, male or female, against a game master who wanted to take your destiny. So they started stalking you. You went the other way. You used logic over nonsense. And that brought out the change you needed. The sun will come out tomorrow. And it did. It shined a light on all these little demons. And they're upset. They should be. I'm getting that, oh God, what's that movie called? Oh God. 47 Ronin. I don't know if anybody's seen it or not, but the part where the dragon lady says, he says to the dragon lady, I'm not afraid of you. And she goes, you should be. I ain't afraid of no ghosts. If you're afraid of them, that's exactly what they want. They want your fear. That's the leash that they feed on. So if you give it to them, then they feed. If you don't give it to them and you go the other direction, it's like, no. I'm seeing somebody actually do that. No. Like when a certain someone didn't get elected for president. Just saying. That's how immature these people are. And they're using the boom boom as their currency. And it's not. Everybody's finding out that it ain't worth nothing. I mean, it might be worth a good time, but it ain't worth a long time. That's for sure. Yeah, this whole community tried to end you. And now they're upset because it didn't work and they know they gotta pay for what they did. Yeah. So we have the coffin community and toil and labor. Man, they went to a lot of trouble here. Wow. This feels like Hunger Games or Squid Game or whatever these people did to get this great fortune. They thought they were going to get a great fortune by trying to end you for this great fortune. And it was all an illusion. It was all a game that they were playing. Like I mean, I'm gonna be for real with you, like a game that everybody's watching on TV, like a game show. They lost. And now they have to face the music. Bye. It's about time. Like I said, ain't nobody got time for this. If you stay stressed and worried and in fear, that feeds these demons. And they do get a great fortune, but that's all they get. I mean, it's up to you, viewer. But I don't see my collective falling for this nonsense. Yeah, so like I said, this was like a race for soulmates. This was a race for love, for relationships, for money. And there were many options. What do they call them? Ons? One night stands? And they didn't know. That it was really a race for people who were supposed to come together, not for the good time, but for the long time. Welcoming love, meeting the one. Not today, Satan. Not any other day. With your seduction tactics and your third-party interference. You simply said, ta-da, bye. You didn't deal with this. This person was promising you the sun and the moon, hoping that you wouldn't find out that they were just an option. But you knew. But that high priestess energy, you knew. You knew that this was all a trick. Trying to get you to cave. Take the money and run. Theft, like I said, it's all about the money for these people. You're moving on over it and you're listening to guidance. You know, like this is a setup. This was a setup. And because you didn't fall for it, the curse has been lifted. Losing influence, they're losing their influence, and now the sickness that maybe you were experiencing because of this, because of the pull on your energy, because I am getting that pull, it's been lifted, and you're being freed from some kind of toxicity. Elemental power, sacred imprint, stopping a repeating pattern. Don't call me, watch me go. And what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Correcting the mistakes of the past. That's all it takes. I mean, so you made some mistakes in the past. You correct them, and you keep going. I mean, it's really that simple. Instead of repeating this pattern of over and over and over. Tired of the drama. Tired of the drama of this once upon a time that isn't really there. And you kicked it to the curb. Because they were keeping you a secret. Game over. You simply went the other way. Go ahead and keep your secrets. Go ahead and do your schwang. Go ahead and try. Try me. See what you get. You get a great big finger is what you get. Because ain't nobody got time for this. Alright. So let's get a fifth dimensional access. Yep, that's what they were trying to stop. They didn't want you to ascend. They didn't want you to have that fifth dimensional access because they weren't going to get that. This is not any way to get that. This toxic, competitive energy. Everybody was thinking that, I guess all these people thought that was the way to get access to the fifth dimensional frequency. It absolutely was not. Number 17 might be significant. And they're finding this out the hard way. I hate to see people have to go through all this just to find out the hard way that wasn't the way you was supposed to act. Alright. So this card says, there's often a dialogue within your star circles on Earth of a place of humanity is trying to enter called the fifth dimension. Although there is much discussion on Earth about this reality, we find that there are misconceptions that we Pleiadians seek to clarify. Firstly, we must say in the fifth dimension it is not simply a place that a human jumps into as a secondary planet of peace. Rather, dimensions are a mode of experiencing reality that is beyond time and space, that is found through the experiences of the individual. The fifth dimensional way of operating is not a timeline jump, but a shifting of one's internal perception to access a field of unified consciousness, which this is not, where the illusion of being separate ceases to exist. This non-dualistic state of being is where many of the ascended masters, lamas, and medicine people have entered before on your earth. Here in the fifth level, all parts of the whole are seen and felt as one. So this could have been you in a past life. This could have been you as a child, as an unawakened soul. But you have graduated, and this is where you're going. Your empaths on Earth are a direct example of these dimensional bridges being encoded into humanity. arriving as sensitive souls with the ability to feel energy beyond the construct of walls, homes, or physical touch. These empaths are revealing how the universe is truly interwoven and the field of energy from the direct experience level. This glimpse of the empath is a fragment of the fifth dimension that the hues are all soon to enter when chosen. You got to give up. You got to give up this nonsense. You got to give up this toxic energy in order to enter into the realm. It's not some place you're going to land in when you step on everybody else's head. Okay? That's not how this works. To enter the fifth dimensional consciousness is to reside in a place of non-judgment that connects all spectrums of creation as whole. Here in the fifth dimensional, one does not see male or female, dark or light, situations as good or bad, or even myself and you. Rather, there is an overall cosmic understanding of unity that brings forth wisdom into everything one experiences. So, like I said, the mother here with the children on the playground, and the Emperor coming out, it's kind of like father and mother energy here, watching these children hurt each other, because that's what they're doing, and I can't say that it doesn't bother them, because it does. But they don't want to be a part of it anymore. They just don't want to be a part of it anymore. That's why they're going the other direction. They're taking that level up instead of engaging in this childish nonsense. It says, when the fifth dimensional access card arrives, it is indicating to cease all judgments and negativity in order to enter the fifth dimensional state of consciousness. Your soul is wise and wants to play a more integrated game. Seek the greater wisdom of unification and ground it into your daily life. And you open the dimensions. So all you children out here doing this nonsense, this is the way to the fifth dimensional imprint. If you can't understand that, there isn't much that anybody else can do about that. You have to see it as a part of you. You know, even if you disagree with it, even if you don't feel like your mother, your father, or any of that kind of energy that has walked away from you because of this energy. They've left. They've gone to the next dimensional level. So if this is the way you treat them, you won't make it. And they're going to have to go without you. Alright? They're going to have to go without you. Because they're not engaging in this nonsense anymore. They see you as a part of them. They want you to make it. But they're not going to stand there and fight you for it. Alright? They're going to let you go. Alright? Well, those are your messages, my darlings. Please remember to take what resonates. Like I said, leave the rest behind. No judgment here. And I'll see you next time. Actually, I have a live stream tomorrow on my other channel if you want to come join me tomorrow on the Lionsgate at 3 o'clock. So, see you then. Bye for now.